Hi everybody, today we're going to be reviewing the Weanas, yes I said Weanas, 4-person tent. This is the Weanas, but it's spelled differently than the tent. Strange name for a company, but whatever. We're going to be giving you a overview of the tent today, as well as a review at the end. We've already spent one night in it, and we're going to spend another night in it tonight. We bought the tent because we wanted a tent to backpack with to take the dogs, so with enough room that we'd all be comfortable. We have two 80-pound labs, so they're fairly sizable dogs, and we felt we needed the room. The Weanas is 6 pounds 7 ounces. That's a pretty decent weight for a 4-person tent. The inside dimensions of the tent are 80 by 88. Not a bad size. All of us will fit in there. It will fit 4 people across with 20-inch air mats, but it would be a really tight squeeze. But for just the wife and I and the 2 dogs, it's not bad. In fact, it's maybe a little too big. We could have saved a little weight there. But for the price, which was $99.99 on Amazon, can't complain. We'll go through the specs and everything and show you some of the features of the tent. We'll tell you what we thought of the tent at the end, so stay tuned. So this is what it looks like when it comes from Amazon. It's wrapped in plastic. It was just inside a box, looked like this. So I'm going to take the plastic off. So we're going to open this up and see what's inside. Now it's got a nice looking sack with compression straps. Looks like they give you some extra room in there. It's got a fold down sack, that's good. So you should be able to get this thing back in here. Velcro strap. Tent stakes, looks like. Oh, look at that. MSR knockoffs, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 15. Get some, oh, look at that. Guy wires that are already put together, it looks like. That's pretty cool. Sometimes you have to build your own. Tent poles. There's 2 of them. I'm going to measure them. They are about 8 millimeters. So a little on the light side. You wouldn't want to have a heavy snow load on top of the tent with these, but for practically anything else, you're going to be fine. Got the rain fly, and then the tent body itself. So we're going to go outside and set this up, and we're going to time ourselves and see how long it takes. Okay, I'm going to press my stopwatch when I get started here. Here we go. Okay, first time all by myself including steaks just pushed in. 8 minutes and 50 seconds. That should get faster, and with 2 people, much faster. It's all set up. I attached the guy lines, and they're happy to say there are enough steaks for everything, all the corners and the flaps and the guy lines. So it has 2 vestibules. This is the larger one in the front. We'll open that up in a second, but I just wanted to show you that there are 3 attachments on each side for the guy lines. They come back down, and it looks like they're reflective, which is a really nice touch. It keeps you from tripping over those things in the night. Also, the adjustable tensioning device, that's another nice touch. That's for a $100 tent. There's a ventilation flap here, which you can open and close. There's a little stiff tab here that velcros in to keep it open, or if you don't want it open, you can fold that down and then velcro that down, so that'll shut most of the wind out of there. So for right now, we're just going to keep it open. Another nice touch is the adjustable tension for the rain fly. This clips in right here, and there's a adjustable strap, and it just clips in here. It makes attaching the rain fly super easy. You have another smaller vestibule on the other side. There's 2 doors in this tent, and so you could probably store shoes and stuff on this side and packs on the other side. And you have the same thing on this side too, another vent, so you have cross flow. So no matter what direction the wind's coming from, you can get ventilation in the tent. You can open a flap or open the vents if the wind's coming from the side. Just don't trip over the guy wires. So we're going to open this up. Oh, these flaps also velcro down. That's a nice little touch too. Nice, there's little toggles there so that you can roll this up. So it looks like you can also zip the mesh out of the way and toggle it so it doesn't get on everything. Double zipper. And we can get in. Come on in.
Oh, it's kind of cozy in here.
So it's pretty bare bones, and you'd kind of expect that from a $100 tent. You have just a couple of pockets, one on each side. You have a hook in the center to hang a lantern or something from. So the side walls only come up about 6 inches. It is only a 3-season tent, so we're not expecting to stay nice and toasty in this thing during a blizzard or anything, and you wouldn't want to do that with a lightweight 8mm poles anyway. If you want to camp in the winter, get a Hildeberg. They're the best, but they'll cost you about 15 times as much.
How do you open or close the vents from the inside? You can't?
You can't. No.
Oh.
That's a Hildeberg thing.
Oh.
You could get a couple packs in this side. Maybe not 4 for 4 people, but at least a couple. And then on this side, there's another smaller vestibule, and you could probably get another pack here, or your shoes or whatever could be on that side. All right, so with the flap zipped back down, you can see how much room there is in the vestibule. There's a good amount. That would hold our ultralight backpacks pretty well, keep them out of the weather. And then the screen just rolls up, and then there's a little toggle clasp here. One for each side. Yeah, zippers have the nylon cordage on it, because you know, if your partners are getting up in the middle of the night and unzipping, that clinking sound sucks. This is nice and quiet.
Meaning me.
All right, I just wanted to mention that there's some room between the mesh and the outer fly, except for right here, and this is the windward side of the tent. I think in order to handle that, I'd have to put a cord on this tie down and then pull that out further away. Now on the leeward side opposite the wind is coming, there's plenty of room there. Any condensation on the fly will actually roll down that and out of the way. Here would touch and get on, you know, it would make a mess. So I'll probably get a little cord on both of those sides so that you can pull the sides away from the mesh a little bit better. The floor is a bathtub type design, meaning that it's sealed and comes up the side. So that should keep out most of the moisture. The fabric on the bottom isn't too bad. I mean, I've read reviews on Amazon where they say it's was thin, but for a lightweight tent, it's actually not bad, and you can feel the coating on it quite well. I think I'm going to be fine with it. We had a tarp that we put down. It's about the right size for this. If I'm backpacking, I'm not sure I'd bring a tarp unless I knew I was going to be camping on rough terrain. So we're going to get our thermarests out, blow them up, and throw them in here and see how much room we have for the dogs. I think it's going to be great. And this is how we had things laid out. My wife and I have thermarests, the 20-inch wide ones, and then we have the thermarest Trail Ridge, I believe that's what it's called, pads for the dogs. Those are also 20 inches, so you can see you can fit 4 20-inch pads across. And this is the short way. That's the 80-inch from that side to that side. From this side, the foot, to the head, that's 88 inches there. I hope you can see it, but you can see the guy lines are reflective, and then there's reflective bits on the tent too. That's a pretty nice touch. Shasta.
Shasta!
Come on, girl. Go in. Go in. All right, how's it in here, Mrs. Robertson?
It's fantabulous, Mr. Robertson. I would say it's pretty windy outside, and it's not windy in here at all. There's a little bit of a breeze, but nothing bad at all. So it's pretty cozy in here, especially with our amazing sleeping bags.
Yes. I would agree. I mean, you can hear the wind through the trees. It's blowing about 10 miles an hour, maybe 15, but in here there's hardly any breeze. You can feel a little bit, but it's not bad.
And the dogs are settling in nicely. They found their spots. It took them a little while to figure out what the heck's going on and what are we doing.
Yeah.
But now they're all cozy with their blankies, and they're liking all of us being on the floor together, I think.
Yeah, I think
they're
so.
like, hey, this is cool. We get to cuddle with our mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We're going to turn off the light and we're all going to sleep.
We're going to go to sleep. It's time for bed. We're going to go to bed. This is where we're sleeping tonight. What do you think, Karma? It's nice, huh? Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I'm going to turn this video off and we're going to just enjoy the evening. And we'll let you know how the night goes when we get up.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning. Good mornings. Are you camera shy? Are you camera shy? Are you asking for breakfast? Yes. Oh, stretches. Oh, you got me. Oh, you sweet baby. You sweet baby. Oh. She's feed me. She's like, feed me.
So we spent 2 nights in the big green Weanas. We're not going to be able to do this end part with a straight face. No, we're just going to give you our impressions and thoughts on the tent.
Sounds really gross. I can't do this. The Weanas made me cramping again. We can do this.
Yeah. So tell me, what did you like about the green Weanas?
I liked that it was sturdy in the wind. We had really strong winds and it was steadfast. But seriously, that is one thing I liked about it. I liked that it was roomy inside. I actually also liked the fact that there was a slight breeze going through the Weanas.
This is going to be horrible.
Because I felt like I was warm enough in our bags. I mean, granted, we have really good sleeping bags and really good sleeping gear. It just kept lots of fresh air, so it didn't get stuffy or, you know, how tents can get sometimes. The Weanas was just nice and fresh. What did you like about the Weanas?
I like that it was roomy and it was tall. It had enough room that I could stand up inside it. Hunched over, granted. You know, I'm only...
Hunched over! We're never gonna finish this video. Where are the dogs?
They went that way. The ease of setup was nice. I like the touches that I've only seen on more expensive tents, where the rain flag clips in, the reflective guys and the reflective touches on the exterior. That was good. And the cost. I mean, for $100, it's really hard to beat.
Yeah. The Weanas is cheap, but good quality.
One thing, and only one thing that I really didn't like about it is the exterior door to this side. The zipper on it was finicky. So if you want to get in your Weanas, the zipper is a problem.
I was doing so good. I'm so immature. So are you. We're so immature. Oh, I love it. Oh, I just can't help it though. It's so funny. I mean, who thought of naming a tent the Weanas? I mean, who does that? Hey, have you tried the Weanas? Have you bought the Weanas? Hey, you should really get a Weanas.
Do you want the green, the blue, or the orange Weanas?
Another thing I actually really liked is that it has, you know, 2 vestibules on either side. So I've never had a backpacking tent before. Do you want me to massage it?
You're making it worse.
Sorry. Another thing I really liked about the Weanas is that it's got 2 entries. So there's a front entry and a back entry. So either way you decide to go,
you'll have an entrance point, so you don't have to really worry about how you set up the Weanas because it's got 2 entries. Because normally you're like, when you're setting up your tent, you're always like, where's the door? Where's the door? Well, it doesn't really matter. So you've got 2, so you have more flexibility when you set it up. So I like that.
We'll post a link below to Amazon where you can get the Weanas. And thanks for putting up with our innuendo. It was impossible to avoid.
Seriously. How can you not?
Hopefully you found this helpful.
And funny.
Yeah. Take care till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, jeez. Time for a hike.
And there we go. Got the Weanas back in its bag.